things have really turned for the worse. I mean, for the worse. Like, I saw it coming, but the way it was executed was just wow. I feel sorry for Shun. But again, just as that vampire said, he's been living a comfortable life this entire time while everybody else was pretty much suffering. So I guess makes some sense. Well, whatever. Let's just start off with Spider's side in the first place. This is another form of cause and effect that life can have on a human being. Every choice we make will lead up to something that'll lead down to the future, the effect of it. Like something terrible is happening. What caused this terrible thing to happen? You have to go way back to find out what's going on. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. For instance, when Komoko found that egg in the dungeon, it was a good thing because later on it was given to Shun to have, which also helped him out later on multiple times. Then another one just happened in this episode, which is shown, where she is wandering through the woods and she saves this noble family from this gang of bandits, even to the point where even the elves were after this baby and stuff. And so she came along and decided to go and save it, which is very interesting. Because once again, we can see her actual true form, what she actually looks like. And then she saves the family, and the family is staring at it instead of being completely scared. They're more confused because they see this very dangerous kind of monster out in the middle of nowhere, just tossing and turning around, acting just acting a fool, you could say. And like, okay, what's up with the spider? It's just not acting right. It saves us, heals us, and then it's just doing all this. But it turns out that that baby was a vampire with a long name and high stance. And it seems that this baby, which is named baby Sophia, is going to be targeted for the remainder of her life until she's strong enough to protect herself through dangers who want to take her out, because she is, after all, a creature of darkness. So, of course, elves and other kind of people will be after it. I guess the elves hired the bandits to take it out, and then the bandits fail, they'll go after it instead. But none of them were strong enough to really take out the spider. So that's what happened there, which leads up into now, Shun's time, where Shun his empire was overtaken, man. It was compromised, big time, all because of a jealous brother and a jealous rival, pretty much, who goes back using his brainwashing and one of his own brothers, Silas, which we all saw this coming with Silas, So apparently Silas was supposed to have the throne, but the king was thinking about making it go to Shun because of his reputation and how things he can do before it gets out that he's the hero. But instead, the brainwashing is so strong it goes all the way to the church. And the church pointed Hugo as the hero instead, even though Hugo doesn't have the hero ability. So it doesn't make any sense at the church, but again, they're brainwashed. That's what happened. But what really upsets me the most were two things. One thing is that his little sister Sue killed the king, their own father. So imagine when Sue's brainwashing comes off. Hopefully they do this right, and she comes to realization that she's done something very, very terrible, which could lead to death, but she was brainwashed. But still, the guilt might come over her. I'm like, oh my goodness, poor Sue. Knowing that she pronounced her brother as the traitor who killed the father, and you all know how much Sue was extremely attached to Shun, which is very upsetting, by the way. So Sophia and Hugo teams up to take over the kingdom while Shun, the gang, leaves off. But it turns out Sophia is also a reincarnation as well. And she knows something about what the teacher has done. Apparently the teacher, something about leading up to a tons of deaths. Like, whoa, what did she do? Like, I knew something was up. She's keeping way too many secrets. And of course, the opening once again shows her turning her back, working against the students, meaning she's probably done something very terrible that she regrets. And she's not telling them about it. But Sophia, of course, being a vampire, is way too strong for them to handle. And to make it worse, Shun's, best friend, Katya, is there, and she's also brainwashed. She's found out but Shun, of course, can't finish the job because that's his best friend. But instead, she turns the knife on herself. And like, well, that's how it happens sometimes. When someone breaks free from mind control only for a little while, and like, if you can't finish a job, well, then I'll just have to finish for myself then, because I don't want to hurt you, and that's just what best friends do. But still, it still hurt. You see that happen, but Shun was able to save her thanks to his hero light magic. But even with all that, his MP gone, so he doesn't stand a chance. But turns out one of these assassins have glasses. I don't know who have glasses, but we'll find out soon enough. So things seem to worse until once again, the actions of cause and effect. Faye comes around and saves them. To be honest with you, I don't like Faye's look. The face. She went from this cute, adorable look, even when she grew. And I kind of want her original face back, I was hoping they would keep her face, some semblance of her face, of that, But we got this, but she's going to be a very powerful dragon, especially since she made a pact with a hero after all. So I'm pretty sure she also has light power, because after all, she was an earth dragon. I'm guessing earth dragons weren't supposed to have wings. But since she evolved into a different way thanks to a pack, she became to have wings. It became like an earth-like dragon, I'm guessing. You can say that. But other than that, yeah, this was really good. And what a cliffhanger, man. And of course, the demon, of course, Sophia is working for the Demon Lord as well. And some people have some guess. Some people are trying to guess who Komoko is in the future. I don't think we already know Komoko is not the Demon Lord. Some people think it might be the mother. When you look at the mother's legs in the opening, the legs that surrounds the Demon Lord has this kind of very similar legs. So it could be that the mom evolves, and so does Komoko as well, and they decided, hey, let's take over the world as mother and daughter. That could be it too. Also, or their ultimate motive could be to take over the world, to save the world as well. That would be another thing. And not to mention the other girl, Yuka, I believe her name was, the Saint. Now that Hugo is the hero, I bet she's going to join Hugo's side instead. And I kind of saw it coming. I couldn't really see her working really together with Shun and them. Especially she seems to be brainwashed by a church herself. So there's that as well. But anyways, what heck of an episode, man. I want more already. I can't wait for next week, man. Well, anyways, we're going to have to wait. And that's just how it is. So anyways, so that's why I'm going to leave it here. I'm really excited for next time. So if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrown on Anime. Signing out.